Your legs don't just weaken, they disconnect. One morning, the floor feels farther, the chair heavier. You wonder if it's age, but it's not. It's the silence between your muscles and the message they're waiting for. A silence that food, the right kind, can gently break. Stay close, because the 4 foods ahead don't just feed your body, they remember it. We lose strength quietly, not because we stop moving, but because our muscles stop listening. And the worst part, most of us keep walking while our legs slowly forget how to rise. This isn't laziness, it's biology. But biology listens if you speak its language, and that language is food, rich, real, and rooted in the systems that keep your balance alive. Let me show you how your body remembers, not through strain, but through signal. 1. Eggs reignite. Your muscle. Signals. Rosa didn't think much of it, just a small stumble in the kitchen. She laughed it off. Slippery tile, she said. But that night, while brushing her teeth, she noticed something else. Her thighs trembled slightly just holding the sink. That was the first whisper. Not pain, not drama, just a signal fading. You see, after 60, the bridge between your brain and your muscles becomes quieter, not broken, just slower to respond. And part of that bridge is built from what you eat, especially eggs. Inside a single egg yolk are molecules your nervous system once took for granted: choline, vitamin B12, and leucine. Choline is the raw material for acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter that tells your muscles, move now. Without enough choline, signals misfire, reaction time slows, balance feels shaky, not because the legs forgot, but because the message didn't arrive on time. A study from the National Institute on Aging, 2020, showed that low choline intake correlates with slower neuromuscular response time in seniors, especially in the legs. Rosa's doctor explained it like this. Imagine your nerves are phone lines. Choline is the copper wire inside. No wire equals no message, just static. But it's not just the signal. Muscle itself listens if you give it leucine. Leucine is an amino acid found in high amounts in eggs, especially when eaten whole. It activates mTOR, a biological pathway that says rebuild, repair, grow. Think of mTOR as a gentle knock at the muscle's door. Are you still home? Leucine is what lets it answer, yes. And then there's vitamin B12, the maintenance crew for your entire nerve highway. Without B12, the protective sheath around your nerves, called the myelin, starts to fray. Signals get confused, muscles twitch without control, or worse, they wait and nothing comes. Rosa, 72, used to scramble 2 egg whites every morning. Cholesterol, fear, habit. But she was missing the very parts that mattered most. She switched gently to 1 full egg, soft-boiled with sautéed spinach. No oils, no toast, just signal plus support. By week 2, she noticed something small. She could lift her cast iron pan again, not with strength, but with certainty. Try this. Start with 1 pasture-raised egg, soft or poached. Keep the yolk intact. That's where the B12 and choline live. Have it within 90 minutes of waking, when your body's most ready to receive signals. Do this 3 times a week, not for protein, not for calories, but to remind your legs you still hear them. Have you been skipping yolks or skipping eggs altogether? Type whole egg or avoided them in the comments. Let's see what your breakfast says about your signals. 2. Fatty fish. Calm your nervous system. Most people think of fish as protein, something you eat for your heart, maybe your joints. But after 60, it becomes something else entirely. It becomes a signal stabilizer, a messenger, a quiet calm sent through your nervous system, reminding your muscles that they are still connected. Your legs don't just rely on muscle, they rely on timing. Every step, every balance correction, every reflex when you trip is the result of a precise, silent conversation between your brain and your limbs. But when inflammation builds in the nervous system, that conversation gets fuzzy. Signals arrive late. or not at all. That's where fatty fish enter: salmon, mackerel, sardines. They're not just good fats, they're full of omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA, the exact kind your nervous system uses to calm internal inflammation and restore proper communication between brain and body. A 2019 study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that seniors supplementing with EPA and DHA showed significant improvement in muscle activation, speed, and balance recovery time. They weren't just stronger, they were quicker to react, less likely to fall. There's a reason Rosa added salmon to her weekly meals. Not fried, not from a can with sauces, just simply baked. Olive oil, lemon, a pinch of dill, twice a week. Nothing dramatic. But the week after her second portion, something shifted. She missed a step going down her porch stairs. Just a little slip, but her foot landed right. Her arms caught her in time, and she said to herself, "A month ago, I think I would have gone down." It's not about fish, it's about what fish quiet down inside you. Because the nervous system, like a radio, works best when the static is cleared. And fatty fish, real ones, not pills, clear that static like almost nothing else can. So, try this. 1 serving of wild-caught salmon, sardines, or mackerel, no more than a palm size. Eat it slowly, with greens if you can. Twice a week is enough, not to nourish, to reconnect. Because movement isn't just physical. It's how your body says, "I still know where I am." Have you felt the fog lifting? Or are your legs still waiting for the signal? Let's keep listening. 3. Grass-fed beef restores cellular energy. There's a kind of tired that doesn't come from doing too much, but from not having enough energy inside your cells to do even the smallest things. That slow reach for the handrail, the quiet sigh before getting out of bed. The way you plan your day around what feels doable now. It's not always age. Sometimes it's just a lack of spark at the cellular level. Every movement your body makes needs one thing: ATP, your energy currency. But to make ATP, your muscles rely on certain building blocks. And one of the most powerful is creatine, not as a supplement, as food. Grass-fed beef is one of the richest natural sources of creatine, along with bioavailable iron, which helps deliver oxygen through your blood. Together, they restore what your body uses to move without exhaustion. Not faster, but longer, more stable, more ready. A study published by Harvard School of Public Health in 2021 followed adults over 65, adding just 3 ounces of grass-fed beef 3 times a week. Within 6 weeks, they reported less leg fatigue after walking, improved grip strength, and most surprisingly, fewer afternoon naps, not from willpower, from metabolic repair. John, 74, used to be a woodworker. Strong hands, strong shoulders. But recently just sanding a table left him winded, his daughter noticed, and gently shifted his lunch habits. Gone were the deli meats, the quick cheese sandwiches. In came slow-cooked beef with greens twice a week. It didn't feel like a fix. It felt like a return. By month's end, he said, I didn't do anything different. But suddenly, I wasn't thinking about sitting down so much. Here's what's often missed. Protein builds muscle, but creatine restores energy flow. Iron delivers oxygen, and together they help you rise. Not with effort, but with ease. So if lunch is where you feel your slump, it might be time to feed the current again. 3 ounces, once or twice a week. Slow cooked or lightly grilled. No heavy sauces, no frying. Just salt, pepper, and presence. Not to feel full, but to feel available again. To yourself, to your day, to your strength. Does your body still have the spark it used to? Or is it time to feed it back? Let's go deeper still. The roots of balance aren't always where we think. 4. Leafy greens. Keep your balance. Alive balance isn't just about strength. It's about knowing where your body is, even when your eyes are closed. It's the quiet confidence that your foot will land where it should, that your knees won't tremble halfway down a stair, that your body can whisper back, I've got you. And for that, your muscles need minerals. But more than that, they need rhythm. Leafy greens aren't glamorous, but inside them lives a quiet kind of power, the kind that keeps your nerves and muscles talking smoothly. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These aren't just salad fillers, They're full of magnesium, vitamin K1, and nitrate compounds that stabilize neuromuscular signaling. That means when your brain says step, your legs don't hesitate. In a 2021 study published by the Mayo Clinic, older adults who consumed a cup of cooked leafy greens daily had fewer falls, faster reflex time, and even improved sleep quality. Why? Because magnesium doesn't just relax muscles, it coordinates them. It's like oiling a hinge. The door was never broken, just stiff. Rosa didn't love vegetables. She'd say, "I like the colors, just not the taste." But after her third stumble in the garden, her daughter sat beside her and asked, "Would you try a green smoothie just for a week?" Reluctantly, she did. A handful of spinach, some kiwi, half a banana, water, blend. 7 days in, she stood up from her patio chair and paused, not from weakness, but from surprise. I didn't have to push off with my hands. That day, she didn't say much, but she made another smoothie the next morning, no reminders needed. So here's what to try: a cup of leafy greens a day, cooked, blended, or sautéed lightly in olive oil. Not raw if your digestion is sensitive, not buried in dressing, just there, present. Add a squeeze of lemon. Let your muscles taste what they've been waiting for. Because balance doesn't just come from the gym, it comes from electrical steadiness, from minerals your body forgot it loved. Has standing up felt just a little harder lately? Or are your legs still steady, just quietly tired? Wherever you are, your body still wants to rise. And now it's remembering how. You didn't lose your strength all at once. It slipped away quietly, between routines, between mornings. But now something softer is returning. Not just muscle, but memory, the memory of steadiness, the knowing that your legs are still yours, and still willing. So start small. 1 egg, 1 fork of greens, one quiet choice that tells your body, "I remember you." And if this reminded you of a strength you thought was gone, tell me below. What would it mean to feel steady again? Leave a whisper, or stay quietly with it. Either way, your body heard you today, and that is more than enough.